ready.
Yes, it is I, yet again, the connoisseur of clone troopers, bringing you the latest addition to add to your clone trooper collections, and that is the brand new, quotation marks, brand new, Vintage Collection Phase 1 Clone Trooper from Attack of the Clones. I say brand new because this thing came out like more than 6, maybe 7, 8 years ago. This is the original Attack of the Clones Vintage Collection Clone Trooper. This is the original version that you're seeing right here. And this is the new one. Look, he's brand new, except he's pretty much the same, but I'll go over the differences, because there are some differences to point out, some things to note, so we will go over them here today. So, one thing I just want to get off the bat. I have people ask me all the time, where do I get clone troopers? And usually the answer is, clone troopers aren't on the market right now. You can't really get clones unless you go on eBay or wherever. This guy is on the market right now. You can go on Hasbro Pulse, you can go on other websites, you can go into a Walmart and you might even find it. It is a clone that is out in stores right now. Sure, it was released back in the day, but now we have a new version, and it's a slight upgrade, and I think it is worth getting. Me personally, I already had 2 of this guy, and I got 2 more of the new one. 1 to keep carded and 1 to have loose. So, is it worth it? In my opinion, yes, especially if you're an army builder like I am. Now, granted, I'm not a crazy army builder. I'm not going to get more than the 2 I have. Excuse me, a little bit of a burp. But I do have 2, and, well, I have like 3 now out of the box. But, card back comparison. One thing you can definitely see, that's black, that is white for the the text there. That's funny. Attack of the Clones is pretty much the same. They did change the ages 4 and up there. I guess that's just kind of like a different policy. This is a sign of the times. Look, it's different. That's the old one, that is the new one. The warning choking hazard is slightly different. And one interesting thing to note is the blue bubble. The blue space is larger on the new one. You can see more of the foot than you can right there. You can't see the foot at all, but you can actually see the foot there. Because now, for some reason, they can't produce them as small as they used to, so now they're a little bigger. And, yeah, you can see it is bigger. That is so interesting, isn't it? I don't know why they need to be bigger. I honestly don't understand it. I just like to know, why are they bigger? But flipping it over, you can see the biggest difference is this is what TVC card backs looked like back in the day. When was this made? I want to say 2011. Is there a date that I can find? 2011, right there. It's what they used to look like about 9 years ago. This is what they look like now. So yeah, you can definitely see a difference. Me personally, I really like the old one. I do. But I also like the appeal of the new one. The new one has a lot more mumbo-jumbo junk on it. And it also says Disney, which is disgusting. But yeah, I mean, this one showed the first version of the figure you could get. But hey, you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a change. So yeah, there is that card back comparison out of the way. Let's leave these in the back because they're kind of nice to look at. Alrighty, and let us look at the 2 figures themselves. The guns are identical. I already looked at the guns. The guns are the same, I'm pretty sure. The same kind of silver paint, everything. I don't have his guns on hand. That's the main reason I don't want to look. But yeah, he does have the DC-15 rifle and the DC-15 carbine. You can see both of them have a little bit of silver applied, so that is appreciated. But the main difference that you're going to note with these guys is that he's a slightly brighter white. Whoa! Isn't that crazy? Yeah, yeah, he's just slightly brighter. I don't know if it's because he's older and he's just starting to just slightly discolor. I did clean him before the video, so I wanted to make sure he was nice and clean, so the color wasn't, you know, sent to blame on. I don't even know if you can tell on the camera. I can tell with the naked eye, but it's just ever so slight, the new one. Yeah, you can definitely tell on the camera. New one's ever so slightly whiter. But other than that, the bodies are pretty much physically identical. All the paint's the same. Maybe the black's a little glossier on the new one. That's a little bit of a paint splotch. You can see on my carded one that's not there, so that's not on all of them. Yeah, the paint's pretty much identical. You can see on the helmets. Let's zoom in. Helmets look exactly the same. There's pretty much no difference with the helmets at all. The helmet looks nice, but it's not super accurate. Then the bodies. I mean, there's pretty much no difference with the paint on the bodies. There you go. There's a slightly different stamp there. That's gone. That imprint of the numbers is gone on the thigh. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a different imprint there. And then I wonder if it still says 2011 on the new one. So yeah, the main difference actually is the face printing. New helmet, old helmet. I want to make sure I don't mix those up. There we go. There's the difference you're really striving for here. So we have non-face print and face print. And me personally, I think the face print looks really, really nice. I don't really think you need to get this if you have plenty of the old one, but I really do appreciate that face print. I think it looks so much nicer. I wish this was a Tamora Morrison head sculpt, but I can't really complain too much. I mean, it looks pretty good. I think the face print looks really nice, especially in comparison to the old one. The old one just looks like a plastic toy. The new one actually looks like a little miniature, and I think that's actually really crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Let's go over the articulation. Let's just show it on the old one. So there is a ball joint at the head, which you can see right there. That's all the range you can get. Ball hinges at the shoulders, which are a little kind of scary to work with, but you can get them out. Ball hinges and swivels at the wrist, at the elbow, up and down at this wrist, and in and out at this wrist. So that's kind of flipped. Interesting. Kind of difficult to work with, but hey, that's what they did back in the day. You can pretty much see the rest of the articulation. I'm just kind of doing it. It is pretty good articulation. As you can see, you can get him in good kneeling poses. This is definitely a kneeling trooper. This is the kind of guy you want kneeling on your shelf because he looks really nice kneeling. So yeah, man, there we go. Let's give him the other's gun. Let's give him that just so he's holding something. Even though this trooper in my display actually is the turret operator of my ATTE. That's why I wasn't holding anything. So yeah, there we go. There is the new Vintage Collection Clone Trooper VC45. Coming all the way out from 2011 to be re-released about 9 years later. That is crazy. But hey, man, I'm happy to see it re-released. Like I said, people wanting clones have a chance to get a clone on the market right now. And he's a blank slate. You can customize him. You can do whatever. He is a completely blank slate clone trooper. So yeah, there we go. There's my review of him. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the differences and the nuances of the new Clone Trooper. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check my social media links, frequently asked questions, and PO box address down in the description below. And please check out those frequently asked questions. I have people ask, where do you get Clone Troopers? Can I get a shout out? All these things. Frequently asked questions. They're down there. Just please look at them. Your question will likely be answered. Alrighty, guys. I will see you in the next video. May the Force be with you. Goodbye.